Hello and welcomes back everyone, AnthWolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Verona, the Imperial agent. We're here, still in Nemro's palace, and we're now about to take our own initiative, basically on behalf of, obviously, the Sith Empire, and go off to the Rust Yards to deal with Farthra's mining operation to, again, further insinuate ourselves within Nemro's inner circle and gain the trust of one of his lieutenants. Before we do that though, of course, there's a couple of people here in the cantina who want to speak to us. And as I mentioned, we're going to have a quick look at Keeper, one of the persons of note in the agent storyline. As I say, if you don't want to listen to me read this off, feel free to pause and use a timeline, read it yourself. But yeah, obviously the individual designated Keeper is charged with overseeing the operations division of Imperial intelligence. It is Keeper who approves every infiltration in the enemy territory, every execution of an enemy of the state, and it is Keeper who selects agents worthy of further training and advancement. Keeper reports to the Minister of Intelligence, who reports directly to the Dark Council. This effectively puts Keeper one step away from the absolute highest position any non-Sith can achieve within the Empire. So he's a pretty important person, basically. Most members of Imperial Intelligence tend to have some sort of title, like Agent, Keeper. I'm trying to figure what the others are. Watcher? Watcher's one of them as well. They various have titles depending on what their operation, what their job is, basically. But, yeah. Rude here wants to have a word with us.
Were you trying to get my attention? Random variances in an automated factory structure. Untraceable because there's no pattern, but productivity comes to a screeching halt. Let me go talk to him.
So yeah, Rude the Ugnaught. We will encounter some of them on our travels. Interesting race. Engineers of a sort tend to be more scavengers than anything else, using the technologies of other races to cobble together their own lesser variants. That may be a bit rude of me. And Getzo.
Hey there, I'm Getzo. What you in the market for? Glitter Stim, Nova Jack, Corellian Sunburst? I invented all those spices, ask anybody.
You meet the most interesting people in hot palaces.
Ain't it the truth? I'm a spice artisan, friend. People pay big credits for my special blends. Listen, I've been watching people come and go. You're the most exciting person to come through all day. We should be working together. I was buying a spice shipment from Nemro when some laser-brained smuggler outbid me. The smuggler offered up Nemro's favorite snack, a deacon eels.
Nemro's trading spice for snacks.
Those eels are rare, something he can lord over the other huts. It's a status thing. Word is, the smuggler keeps the Adegan eels in a water-filled crate while he and Nemro negotiate. I got an electromagnetic pulse bomb that'll boil those eels to a crisp. All I need is someone to plant the bomb.
Why not nab the eels and give them to Nemro yourself?
Crate is huge. It's heavier than Nemro after a week-long binge. With the eels gone, Nemro sells the spice to me instead. What do you say? Want to earn some fast credits?
We have an agreement.
Great. I knew we could do business.
We can look into these Aegean eels. Between the previous video and this one, I grabbed my level 10 item modifications for if and when we hit level 10, so we can actually play with our adaptive armor. In addition, I grabbed myself a speeder. I had only a few unlocked, but I wanted something a bit small, a bit practical. And obviously we may make use of it in this video, so obviously this is where Nockril the smuggler is holding the eels.
We're not responsible for missed departures.
we'll go deal with that situation first. We may not go back and see the spice trader there after we've planted this pulse bomb, but well, yeah, it'll be there. It'll be there for when we go back to the palace. But yeah, this is the speed I'm using at the moment. I think this is what I use in my smuggler campaign as well, or at least later on in my smuggler campaign. Now, is there a bonus to do quests around here? I can't recall if there is or not. I might be mistaken. Now there's sometimes a security chest here. Security chests nowadays normally contain a small satchel of crafting materials, normally a few credits and maybe a stim or a something you can sell to the vendor.
Hey there. Mind telling me what you're doing in my hideout?
Who are you?
The guy who owns that crate of eels you're about to destroy. Nice bomb there. I'm guessing you don't realize who I am. You're in over your head, chum. My name's Nockrel. I work for the Empire, securing valuable resources by whatever means necessary. I'm here because the Empire discovered how to process spice into painkillers. Save sick and injured soldiers when there's not enough Kolto around. The Empire's never been in the spice trade before, but there are young men and women who need these painkillers. You see the predicament.
Of course. Let's just say I share similar sympathies.
Then help me secure this shipment. The Empire needs Nemro's spies to save lives. How about you dump that electromagnetic pulse bomb through the sewer grate next to you? Then tell me who hired you. I won't kill the guy, just explain things. When I'm done, you make a lot of credits. Deal?
My employer's name is Getzo. He's in Nemro's palace.
That shifty little womp rat? I knew he was trouble. Head back to the palace and talk to Getzo, chum. We'll settle this business there.
Indeed we will. So we can go back to Getzo now. Of course, we'll continue on our way east. We'll explore Hutta a bit more. Yeah, we will. We could do a heroic right now, but we might as well wait for a little bit longer. There's a little, like, work camp here before you enter the Rust Yards. Obviously, you can pick up a couple of more quests there. If they haven't changed that, of course. I just realised they may have changed where some of the side missions may actually be. Of course, that's the way to the work camp. There used to be a quest just to the south of it, though. Let's go take a look. Well, it looks like the quest isn't here anymore. There used to be a quest here. Actually, the datapad might still be around. Ah, there it is. Yeah, the datapad. These containers of spice obviously were dumped by this downed starship, and you could collect, I think it was 20 of them, and there was a bonus to defeat so many infected chem lizards. Yeah, it looks like that's another quest that's been removed from the game. Oh well, so be it. Saves us time. We're doing reasonable on our level anyway. Don't need to worry about it too much. Looks like they removed water missions from the work. this work camp as well. Used to be a mission here from Rand and Ezra. They were asking you to give them some, I think it was like a power cells that they could either use to keep their camp powered or sell on for food and other supplies.
You must be Peblak. I have a data pad for you.
And we've now learned about the Ugnaught species in our codex if we so wanted to learn about them.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
Thank you. Speak to Cray here.
Know you. Seen you around Nemro's palace. Heard your interesting reputation. Name is Cray. Paid by Nemro to sabotage Fathra. Goal to end Hutt war from shadows. Good work. Very exciting. Learned of hole in Nemro's security. Gotta seal it before Fathra discovers. Want in? Risky, but profitable.
What's the assignment?
Everything you hear, keep confidential. No careless whispers, yes? Fathra Patrol captured Nemro's smuggler in random sweep, but didn't know it. Fathra Patrol threw smuggler into rust yards as slave. Fools. Smuggler knows Nemro's business. If smuggler is exposed, business is compromised. Immediate action required, yes?
What do you plan to do?
Nemro considers smuggler useful. Rescue preferred, if possible. Mission objective, use this device. Deactivate smuggler's slave collar. Free him. If device fails, drastic measures authorized. Alternate objective, silence smuggler permanently. Snag tracking chip from base of smuggler's skull as proof.
I don't see any problem with that.
Too much at stake, yes? Fathra must not discover smuggler's identity or secrets. Zevon imprisoned in Rust Yard's slave pen. Identified by green skin, tattoos, excitable temperament. Species, Mirialan.
Strange, and only when you're in conversations like that, other people don't appear. I felt like I had someone looking over my shoulder. Okay, so we need to go into the Rust Yards. Open Zevon's holding cell, and also we need to acquire a guard's uniform to obviously sabotage the drilling platform. And there may be a bonus or two which we'll keep an eye open for. Those blasting droids like to walk up to you and explode because they're dicks like that. There's a bonus to defeat the industrial guards. Oh! Oh good, we got the guard's disguise. Even though it still tells me to acquire a guard's uniform. Oh, great. I wonder if that's slightly bugged, because we do have the uniform now. Suppose we'll wait and see. We'll keep wearing the disguise for now. Gains access to the drill chamber. So, even more guard disguises. Now it's updated. We're going to head downstairs first to find Nemro Smuggler. Might as well equip another experience booster as well, actually.
people, I know that. Cray sent you, didn't he? How you planning to bust me out? I can't stroll around with this slave collar on. If I step outside the secure zone, I'll be shocked unconscious. Or worse.
Cray gave me a gadget to deactivate the collar.
You can neutralize slave collars? Fantastic! Use it to free the others. These poor people got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. Fathra's working them to death. They're strong enough to make a run for it. They just need their slave collars deactivated first.
You care about these other slaves that much?
We've been keeping each other alive in here. I won't just leave them. If the guards discover I've escaped, they'll torture the others to death. Can't happen. All you have to do is deactivate the other slave collars. My friends will make a break for it when the guards aren't looking.
You're not really going to help me in a situation with Nemro, though.
I was given the option to kill you. I'm taking it.
You heartless piece of filth!
Yeah, that's me. There you go. Nemro's smuggling operation is no longer compromised. So we need to get upstairs. Oh, hello. Heal ourselves up.
Cartel representative identity confirmed. Entry authorized.
Thank you. I think the first time I ever played as Imperial agent, this next part caught me off guard, and I think this is where I first actually died in the game.
Gas leak detected. Activating ventilation system. Lockdown in place until ventilation complete. Recalling all mining and security droids.
Yeah. Before I learned how to use something called crowd control, those droids actually killed me. Back in the day. But now we can go back to see Carol's Jarvis and let him know that Fathra's mining operation has been dealt with, basically. We can go back to the work camp here, let Cray know that the smuggler situation has been dealt with, and of course we need to see Getso before we do anything else there. Ah, the assets vest. We were still wearing that? I guess we never found a better chest piece all this time. Okay. Let's go back to the chemical marsh.
Ah, tracking chip. Not unexpected. Nemro will miss Zevon. But everything must end someday, yes?
Smuggling is a dangerous line of work.
Zevon understood risks. Professional, unsentimental, fatalist. Good qualities. Reward as promised. War continues, but maybe ends sooner thanks to you. Goodbye.
Many thanks, Cray. Take care now. Hey, we gained level 10. Obviously, we can now choose our advanced class and various other things that we'll look into. first things first, though. Let's
responsible for missed departures.
let's go see Getso. And while we're in Nemro's Palace, that's when we'll play with the miscellaneous things before we go see Carol's Javis and let me know the situation that we've just resolved in the Rust Yards, basically. So you just enjoy a bit of the scenery.
Did you deliver my package? I put a tracker in it so I'd know, but there's interference blocking the signal.
There was a complication.
Did something go wrong with the bomb? I knew that Kubas was selling shoddy goods. Hey, what's that smuggler doing here? What's going on?
You're messing with the wrong guy, Spicehead. Time to find yourself a new hobby.
You double-crossed me.
I had my reasons.
I trusted you. What's this galaxy coming to when criminals can't count on each other?
Getso, I've got a special one-time only offer. Back off, or I make you eat your own eyeballs.
What? No, that's disgusting. You people are crazy.
I agree. That was pretty over the top.
Just making my position clear. I don't want this poor scum any more confused than he already is.
I'm done, all right? I won't mess with you again. Just don't hurt me.
Who says there are no happy endings? Thanks for the assist. Here's your payment. Just like I promised. I need to get back to the bargaining table. I'll be keeping an eye on you, Getso.
I won't do nothing. I swear.
Good boy.
And everyone's happy. Excellent. So yeah, in the palace. Before we go see, continue our story mission, let's go play with item modifications. This may be boring, feel free to use the timeline and skip ahead if you so desire. If you've never seen this before, I'm going to try and show it as briefly as possible. Actually, speaking of Kubas that Getso was talking about, this is a Kubas right here. Another race that you don't see too often. We will encounter them on Drome and Cass for one particular reason. Yeah, useless information, I know. But yeah, I'm going to play with item modifications. I'll show you briefly. Like, the scout jacket here is made up of armoring, mods and enhancements. And of course there's an optional dye module. You put one of each item in, and obviously they have various armor ratings, stat boosts, and obviously you put them together and then that armor is ready to be worn, basically. We will put the dye module in, apply it. And now if we just look at the armor jacket, compared to what I'm wearing right now, it has a massive boost to armor. Obviously a various bonus to mastery and endurance, including a increase to power and critical, which is all very nice. So we're going to do this for all of our current equipment, including our heavy blaster rifle here, which we will use up until we hit level 50. I think we will, unless we find a better looking weapon. We're going to put this crystal in instead. Wrist armor and belts only have an armoring and modification slot rather than having an enhancement slot as well. Something to bear in mind. So it sounds like there's a fight going on beside me. Yep, that's fine. Let them hash it out. Just apply all this armor. Just make sure I don't apply it twice. You can remove mods, it costs you money. I'll show you that. So you can remove them for 55 credits. if you accidentally overwrite them now, like that, then the current mod that's inside gets basically overwritten, removed permanently, which you really don't want to happen. Unless you do. Which, if you're not going to use them anymore, you may as well. There you are. So those three are the last item modifications I need for customizable or an adaptive vibro knife when I have one available. But yeah, we're going to... actually, how good is that weapon? Reasonable. We'll put all our customizable armor on. Yep, we're going to bind those two to me. We're going to unify colours. And we're going to keep the head slot on. Let's find some proper lighting. Get up on the... here. There you go. So this is my Operative's sort of, I suppose you could call it combat gear. It has no real symbols to say I'm part of the Sith Empire. Some armors have like rank bars on them. I actually think the clandestine officer armor, the full gear, has those like kind of rank bars that say you're part of Imperial intelligence, and we're in Nemro's palace. We don't want him to know we're exactly working for the Empire. But obviously we've had a massive boost to our health because our endurance has increased. And obviously our mastery's jumped up as well, which means in terms of tech we have a 16% chance of doing a critical, and when we do critical we're doing 52% extra damage on top of the standard damage, that is. Obviously we're now level 10, we can choose an advanced class. As I say, we're going to be playing as the Operative. So we're going to commit ourselves. Are we sure? We are. Dramatic music. Our icon changes. It used to be just like a crosshairs. Is there someone around here? Oh, no, not all bounty hunters at the moment. Oh, there's one. There's an Imperial agent. That's the standard symbol they wear. Obviously now we've changed to this. And now we can choose a discipline tree. We're going to go concealment. Striking from the shadows, the concealment operative surprises the enemy with a flurry of calculated attacks designed to stun and debilitate. Then, before the fight gets out of hand, the concealment operative can return to a position of stealth, biding their time until the time to strike reveals itself again. They have various abilities, obviously, but there is more they unlock. Yeah, I want to commit myself to the concealment tech tree. I can swap and change it to the healing tree if I want, or the lethality tree, but I like concealment. And we gain a new ability straight away called laceration, which executes my tactical advantage, lacerating a target. Tactical advantage is a buff I gain for a limited amount of time. There it is. Defeating an opponent or activating shift puts you in a position of tactical advantage, enabling the use of executions for 24 seconds, and we can store 2 charges of TA at once. So it's basically like a special ability. I don't know where I should throw it, probably down here for the moment. So let's summon our Hollow Statue. We've learned Evasion as an Imperial agent, increasing your chances to dodge melee and range attacks by 200% for 3 seconds. And we can use it while we're in stealth. And as the Operative, we've learned Backstab. Actually, we'll put Backstab there. Ambushes an enemy for so much damage, only usable while behind the target. If used from stealth, Backstab deals even more damage. Obviously, Carbine Burst. Fires a burst that hits 8 targets in a 10-meter cone in front of you. Tactical advantage, as I say, I've mentioned that already. And finally, stealth. Activate your stealth field generator, making you and your companion difficult to detect. Just checking something. Movement speed is reduced to 85% of normal. Most hostile actions and taking cover will break stealth. Let's find a suitable button to use it. That's fine. So which way do I want to do this? Backstab. Trying to think which way I want to use my abilities. Yeah, I guess that'll work. I'm just trying for my thumb's position on my mouse. It's something I need to practice, basically. Let's use my... When you have a take cover bar, it normally fills up, so sometimes you need to rearrange your skills once again on the quick bars. But I think that's all I need to do. We've chosen our discipline tree at level 12, regain a new passive ability. We'll have a look at that when we get there. We've got our weapons. These... Oh! We gained a supply pack because we chose our advanced class, which has a vibro knife to go in our offhand. Very good. And I think that's all we need. Of course, we can use our versatile stim now. We are level 10. Let's have a quick think about things. Oh well, I may have forgotten something, but let us be on our way. Is that hair glitching with... No, it's not good. I always get annoyed with that. We look a lot more better, ready for business now.
You'll get the gory details after I report to Nemro. Figure you can wait that long?
Looks like I'll have to. But you don't get...
Blade, nice you decided to come by, but I was just telling Carols I can't stay. I know you understand.
That girl's a handful. But she's good at what she does, I'll give her that.
What does she do exactly? Besides swagger and carry a blaster.
Officially, she's Nemro's chief enforcer. Truth is, most of the troops are terrified of her, so she keeps our people in line more than Fathra's. Anyways, I'm glad you're here. But those explosions in the rust yards, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Father's mines won't cause you any more trouble.
I thought you might have something to do with it. Good work, Blade. Good work. I like a person who takes initiative. With Fathra's mines broke down, we can increase production. Fathra will want revenge, of course, but we'll be ready. Look, I have something for you. You'll like it. I'll send it to your room. You done good work for us. You deserve more than credits. Which reminds me, how long are you staying on Hutta?
What makes you ask?
Well, if you're still around in a few weeks, I'd like you to meet my sons. They'll be home from their trading expedition. I think you'd get along. Think about it is all I'm saying. Now get going. I'm sure you have other business to take care of.
Ghosts claim Carol's reward. I guess. Okay, we can look into that. Stick it there. I want to use stealth as much as possible. I like having the advantage of not finding out what's around the corner first.
Come on, Luti, we don't have time to waste here. Too late. Hey there, you must be the Blade.
You want to explain why you were in my room?
Well, we were paid pretty well, for starters. Luti here was installing a listening device before you interrupted. Someone wanted to know what you were up to, but I guess that plan's off now.
All right. So what's the new plan?
New plan is killing you. Sorry about this.
Oh! Oh well, that didn't work exactly how you planned it. Carol's reward was another vibro knife. Not as good as the one we just received, but normally you'd get that maybe level 5, level 6. Something like that. Prior to the expansion changes, at least.
I understand Nemro's Schwarz gas production is back on schedule, Agent. Excellent work. Keep it up and Darth Jadis may loosen his grip on operations. However, I'm afraid unforeseen circumstances have caused a problem.
What kind of problem?
3 days ago, Carlos Jarvis's sons encountered a Sith apprentice in Imperial space. A dispute broke out. One son died and the other was crippled. When Carlos hears that a Sith slaughtered his child, his sympathy for the Empire will evaporate. We can no longer use him to get to Nemro.
Can we keep him from finding out?
No. Carlos is close to his sons, and the circumstances of the encounter aren't exactly secret. He'll learn sooner or later. Now, I have a plan to solve our present dilemma, but first we need Carol's out of the way.
I'll handle it.
I'm sending you an interference program on a computer spike. Go to Carol's suites in the palace. Activate the spike to black out his security monitors. You'll be able to eliminate Carol's and his bodyguards without being seen. When Nemro's people investigate, they'll recognize the jamming program as Republic technology.
Let's hear some more.
Tarthalion, Nemro's Twi'lek advisor, already expects Father to seek revenge for the destruction of his mines. Our job is to show that the Republic helped Father kill Carol's. Once Carol's is gone, speak to Tarthalion about his suspicions. As Carol's friend, you'll promise to do whatever it takes to find the assassins.
Time to get to work.
For now, get to Carol's suites and use the computer spike. We'll discuss more once Carol's is eliminated and Tarthalion's suspicions have been aroused. Keep her out.
So much for having an easy job. And some Sith apprentice screws it all up. And we gained level 11. Anything new? Apparently not. Looks like our skills are ranking up without us actually needing to do so. Looks like they're leveling up as appropriately. Normally you'd have to use your holo statue and it would tell you if you're improving your ranks, like your ability rankings. But it looks like they're improving naturally. Looks like they're leveling up each level and increasing their damage slightly as appropriate. Because like the Shiv we got at level 2 I think it was, and it's already rank 10. And rifle shots rank 11, so yeah, that would make sense. Interesting. Okay, so we've learnt nothing new. Unfortunately, as I say, that Sith apprentice killed Carol's son and crippled the other, and now our point of contact, basically our way in with Nemro, I should say, is going to break. So we're going to have to deal with him. We'll do that in the next video though. So as I say, when we come back, we'll go see Carol's Javis once again. And obviously discuss the situation, basically. But no, feel free to comment below if you so desire. Let me know what you think. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope you all take care. So I don't think there's anything we really need to do. So we can get straight into the story next time. Until then, bye bye now.